Life is a matter of perception. A 20-foot tube may be the perfect wave to one person. To me, it's a watery grave. But perceptions change. Mine did in Tahiti. When it came to the world of professional women surfers, I always thought they had a big chip on their shoulder. Turns out I was dead wrong.
Even when I've just come off the tour, been travelling from ocean to ocean, beach to beach for the last 3 months, the first thing I want to do when I get home is go back to the beach. And that's the life of a pro surfer.
It's a pleasure to go beyond one dimension and being in a court and having lines and being able to come into a rhythm with the ocean, not just whoever you're surfing against. It's never a bit about who you're surfing against, even though you want to beat him.
I'd say the best surfer in the world is the one having the most fun.
Oh, endlessly, endlessly.
I notice a real difference in the water when I'm surfing with guys as opposed to women, because the water's more filled with estrogen as opposed to testosterone, because the girls just love to have fun. We can laugh at ourselves.
That was my biggest surprise. These girls knew all about having fun. Remember that classic tomboy who lived down the street and could beat you at all the sports? And then she grew up and was a beautiful woman and could still beat you at all the sports? Meet Layne Beachley, 5-time world champion. Then there's Rochelle Ballard. She stands 5'1" on land, but somehow seems to expand to 8'6" in the water. The premier woman surfer in big waves is Keala Kennelly. She also has the unbelievable knack of being able to recite Caddyshack line by line. Rochelle, Layne, and Keala are overqualified to be considered one of the boys. So in the interest of fair play, I decided I'd become one of the girls. It took me a while to explain myself to the crew.
Surfing for the last 100 years has been completely wrong. Where women were looked down on if they wanted to surf. Women weren't welcomed into the club. Where in the original essence of surfing, they were part of the club. So you got to hand it to those women who have persevered in the pro scene, especially, women like, Keala and Rochelle and Layne, who have actually made inroads into the big wave scene, which is a testosterone pit if there ever was one. The sacrifices they made, it's paying off for the generation that's coming up behind them.
J'aimerais bien, mais peut-être pas aller surfer, il faut avoir une bonne condition physique, que c'est pas une vague facile et vraiment avoir de l'expérience et peut-être après.
Shallow and razor sharp, this coral reef creates one of the most powerful waves on the planet, legendary for its reward and its punishment. Layne Beachley almost drowned here, Keala Kennelly too. But they've come back to Chopu, which in Tahitian means the end of the road.
Like, even if you're scared, it just looks so nice that you just want to go.
Even professional surfers, they come over here, I can see fear on their face, which is understandable because it's a really heavy wave.
It's the only wave that has teeth.
You want me and he's a she. Just tell me where you'll be. You should have been here yesterday when tomorrow was today. I'm going out. Once upon one time was old. I need to make a call. Now I need the summer's home to find the winter's home. I'm going out.
The ultimate ride for a surfer is to get deep inside the breaking section of a wave. The deeper, the better. This is called being locked in the tube or riding the barrel. Keala Kennelly spent so much time in the barrel, she was like a clown at the rodeo.
So men don't do what they do, and wow, it's take my hat off.
I hope one day my daughter can surf like that.
It's like falling in love. You know, you don't know what the feeling is until you felt it. And that's what being able to face a challenge and to live a dream and to feel the energy and to experience the beauty and to get spat out in glory.
Thanks to Lane, Rochelle, and Kiala, it's official. Tahiti is surfing paradise. But of course, paradise is actually a state of mind. You might be somewhere where there isn't a decent wave for 100 miles, and all you need is a little imagination and a super tanker. It begins where the Atlantic Ocean ends. 15 miles wide and 30 miles long, super tankers make this trip from Galveston to Houston, which in Texas means surf's up.
We're chasing super tankers. I guess you'd call it super tanker surfing.
When I was a young kid, we used to ride ship waves. We called it ship waves, about 5 miles from here over on the shore. Then a couple of years back, a couple of us went out and started following the ships and noticing some great places to go surfing.
Nobody knows where we are. When we go to the beach, everybody knows where we are. But out here, we're on our own, and every time there's good stories to tell.
There's a lot of variables. It has to be low tide, has a little bit of wind. It's nice to have a tanker all by itself, full speed ahead, about 13 knots. The wave just comes out of deep water and just drags along the shoal. It's a difficult wave to ride, but it goes forever. I think you could probably ride one for 2 or 3 miles. No bullshit.
Ride the wake of a super tanker for 2 or 3 miles, you better put aside a good portion of the afternoon.
You know, you're talking about like riding for 2 or 3 minutes at a time, which is a whole different sport. Particularly here in Texas, the rides are really short, so you're used to, 2 or 3 second rides. The first 20 or 30 seconds, you're just blown away, and then you're just like, man, my legs are kind of starting to hurt here. It's just fun just standing there. You could be eating a sandwich on it, and you still enjoy it.
Miss a wave, we'll go pick the guys up, motor out in front of the wave, and drop them back off again because it just keeps breaking.
It'll be a set of 5, maybe up to 8 waves that are real close together. So fortunately, right after it, like about 8 feet behind it, there'll be another wave, and you just keep on catching them until they all make it out of the shoal area and just play out all together. And then you got to wait on another tanker.
There's a lot of characters in surfing, and these Texans are on the top of the list. But they can't hold a candle to those wackos from Santa Cruz.